Got this really cute scrunchie in the post. Basically, I ordered from a company and I ordered a custom, but they couldn't make the custom exactly how I wanted it to. It was still like 95% of what I wanted, but because I felt bad, they sent me a Winnie the Pooh scrunchie because they said they know I like Winnie the Pooh and they felt bad. How cute is it? Hello there, Friendly Neighbour Nerd, Tori here. How are we? I hope you're all doing well. So, it's been a while since we've done a video over here, hasn't it? I know. Crazy. But it is always handy when I do these sorts of videos and I am on the floor because I am able to have all the things for the video right beside me, just off shot for you, but easily grabbable for me, so that always makes life easier. And it also means that you can see that big old gap in the background because I've taken something off. But it's also been a while since we have done a section of my Winnie the Pooh collection, and let me just check. I thought so. We're up to part 6, and this is all going to be dedicated to my figures and ornaments. And just a little disclaimer, when I say figures, it is not like pop figures. I'm pretty sure they have already had their own episode. I'm talking things like fragile stuff, that kind of things. And we have quite a lot of stuff to go through, so I think without further ado, let's get on with the video. I don't really have an order to go through this. I think we're just going to do it as I grab it from where it's sat next to me. But I think the two things that are nearest to me are my two newest things that you would have seen recently in a Shop Disney haul. But we'll just go over them anyway in case you haven't seen that. First up, we have this little Christmas ornament. Although I debate it's not Christmassy. It's Winnie the Pooh stood on a book, looking in the mirror with his rumbly tumbly. And it is musical. It has got this little battery pack in the bottom, but I still haven't had the chance to find some batteries to fit it, so I still don't know what it plays. I'm assuming it's going to be the Winnie the Pooh theme tune. I think that's safe to assure. But yeah, that's the first little guy. And then also from that same haul, I have again another Christmas one. It's not Christmas, but it is again the book with like a chapter from the book being like acted out by the characters in front of it. Yeah, so these two are still, literally I'm filming this video a week after I filmed the haul, so as far as this happens, if you're watching this when this goes up, these both will still be available on Shop Disney. I think sticking on with the Christmas Disney, Shop Disney, Disney Store ornament thing, I have a couple more that I picked up last year. So I have this one. I picked this up from the Disney Store in London on Oxford Street when I went last year. It's from their like anniversary collection, so it's 55 years. I think it was for the, can't remember which Winnie the Pooh movie it was for. I think it was Pooh and the Honey Tree or something like that. But yeah, it is Pooh stuck inside the honey tree, and then on the back it's got obviously the reverse. So he's there stuck in the honey tree. You've got all the bees and his little bum. That is, I really like that one. It really makes me smile. Correction, I said that the next couple were also were Shop Disney ones. That one was. This one I got mistaken. It's not Shop Disney, it's Primark. Why the confusion was I got it on the same trip. I went to the two shops, you know. So this is from Primark on Oxford Street, just down the road from Disney Store. That's why I got confused. But anyway, it's a bauble with Tigger and Pooh inside on a sledge. And so this was Christmas last year, so 2021, and Primark did so many of these in different Disney characters. Like they even had a Spider-Man one, they had a Stitch ones and Mickey Mouse ones. They had so many. And obviously Christmas, Winnie the Pooh, does it get more me? I said this was all like delicate ornaments kind of things, but I did also say figures. I have some figures. So you'd have seen these in my recent video where I show you the expansion of my bookshelf, which is next to me here, which is just off camera. You'd have seen these little figures that I got from the big book that I got from Asda. I won't show you the book because I already showed you that in that video. But basically, it's basically a play set for kids, but it contained figures and I wanted the figures. So let me show you the figures. You obviously get Pooh, and he's got like a thinking face on, which is adorable. You obviously get Tigger, and I don't know what kind of position he's in. He's like in a humped back position. No idea. It makes it hard to balance him when I'm like standing him up, because obviously it was how his tail is and then how like his head heavy. It's hard to balance him, but I make it work. Obviously you've got Eeyore with a bit of pink hair on him. Look at him. Adorable. Obviously you have a teeny tiny Piglet, and what I do love about this figure set is that all the characters are like life-sized, how they would be to each other. That's not the word. To scale, is that the proper word? Not, I don't know why I said life-size. That's not life-size, but to scale of each other. Because obviously Piglet is tiny. And this figure of Piglet is tiny. But adorable. Okay, so they're all the ones that are like kind of obvious that you'd get in sets, because they're like the 4 main ones. I use that because I'm a Winnie the Pooh lover. I love all the characters. I don't see a main gang, although apparently everyone sees the 4 of them. But anyway, that's a sub-story. These ones you got in the set, which are also just complete bonuses to me because I hardly have any of them. So first up, I think I have to show them together. We have Kanga and Roo. I now can't get it to, there we go. Literally, I have like 2 Roo plushies and 1 Kanga plushie, and one of the Roo plushies is with the Kanga because it's like attached in the pouch. I think that other than these, I think that is literally all the Kanga and Roo stuff I own, because you can't get anything of them. So I was really happy that they're included in this set. Also, same goes for Rabbit. I have, what do I have for Rabbit? I have 2 plushies, this, the Lego figure from my Lego set, and a keyring that my friend got for Christmas. Complete side story. One of my American YouTuber friends, Libby, she, a few years ago we did a Christmas swap thing, and she got a mystery bag. I don't know what the mystery bag was of, but she got Rabbit in it and she sent Rabbit to me. And I don't know if she just sent him to me because, or if she knew I liked Rabbit. But either way, I got Rabbit. Yeah, so that's literally all the Rabbit stuff I own. So, always a bonus to have Rabbit. And same with Owl, you get no Owl merch. I have, obviously this, I have an Owl plushie, and I have an Owl figure in the set that I'm going to show you after this, which also does have Rabbit in as well. And Kangaroo. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at it off camera and they're just catching my eye. But still, you hardly have anything of those characters, so that is really cool. As for this next figure from this set, is literally the only figure I have of this character. I don't even have any plushies, I don't have anything. Christopher Robin. This is literally the only thing I have of him. I'd love to add more Christopher Robin stuff to my collection. I have seen a plushie of him, which is absolutely adorable, but I don't know even where to start looking for it. So the fact that this was included in the set, I was like so happy about. And then the last figure, which doesn't really count as a character, but I just thought I'd include it anyway because it's a figure from the set. You get a little honey pot. That's that. Anyway, yeah, onto that big figure set that I was just mentioning. You've probably seen these all the time. Disney Store and Disney Parks do them for like so many different movies and characters. Like they do one for like each Star Wars movie, which is pretty cool. I'm pretty sure I've seen a Marvel one, I've seen princess ones, I've seen one for like Mickey Mouse and the whole gang. They do so many of these. I'd been on back in the day when actual Disney stores were a thing and I could obviously go to my local store. I'd been eyeing this up for ages, but I can't remember how much. It was like 30 quid or something. I can't remember. Which I thought was quite a lot to spend on a figure set. And then when Disney announced it was closing and like everything went into the sale, this got put in for like 70% off or something ridiculously like that. So I was then like, I have to get it. I have to get it. So I got it. And who do you get in it? You get Piglet with his little broom sweeping, Pooh, Tigger, Rabbit, Kanga and Roo, Owl, ear up the back there. Then also on the back row you've got a Woozle and a Heffalump. So I really like this set because one, you get all the main characters, you get rare characters in there as well, and it's cool that it's got like a little backdrop of the 100 Acre Wood, which is why I've never taken it out of this set because I think it looks really cool in here like this, especially when it's sat on my shelves. That the gap that you can see there is the gap that it lives in. And it looks really cool because I also have some plushies that sit on top of it. I think it looks cool. Now let's move on to like another little sub collection. These are both from Disneyland Paris. And Disneyland Paris do loads of them. I have a Mary Poppins one somewhere. I have a Rapunzel one somewhere. Let me show you. These. Disneyland, I think it's like been within like the recent year or two that they've started doing this collection. Basically on the, they all have a black base that say Disneyland Paris on it. And then you get different characters. They do loads of princess ones. They literally do so many characters. I think they even do one of like an Eiffel Tower with Mickey and stood outside it with like a French flag. And also I'm pretty sure there's one with Eiffel Tower with Remy outside the Eiffel Tower holding like a wooden spoon. It's just quite cool. I had these, so this was the first one I got, which is Pooh holding hands with Piglet, and as you can just see on the base it says Disneyland Paris. Then I got Tigger and Roo, best buds. Oh yeah, so I said about the Roo merch I have, I forgot that this technically counts as Roo merch. Yeah, I can't say it's mine because it's not part of my collection, but Mum has the Eeyore version of this as well. It actually lives in the lounge on the mantelpiece, so it's exactly the same, the black base, and it's just got Eeyore on it, and there's a butterfly on his nose. I just wanted to mention that as well. Let's move on to another sub-collection within all these collections. If you've watched me for a while, you'll know so it's no secret to anyone I'm a Winnie the Pooh collector. I think that's why we're here today, filming this. But one of my favourite things to collect within my collection is like original Winnie the Pooh stuff. So Pooh, like before Disney adopted him and gave him his signature red t-shirt, and like the old like sketches of Pooh, that kind of era Pooh, you know, the original Winnie the Pooh. For I think it was my 21st birthday, so a couple of years ago, my parents got me these, which I found was really cool because you've probably heard me mention it before, Pooh Corner, the Winnie the Pooh place in Sussex. They have a Pooh museum. These are actually in the Pooh museum, which I thought was really cool because I also have them in my collection. That's cool. So yeah, it's a very old Winnie the Pooh and he's sat on a honey pot, and it is on the back there, you can see it is official copyrighted Disney. That's what it has on the bottom. The classic Winnie the Pooh collection. So yeah, it's proper cool if you ask me. I think it's definitely a very collector's piece. Yeah, as I said, I also have the Tigger one, and oh my god, how like classic of a Tigger is that? It's, yeah, and it also has on the bottom there. So I'm really like happy that I have these in my collection. They're so cool because they're something I don't think a lot of Disney collectors would have, which I absolutely love. We've got 4 pieces remaining and they're all like kind of different, so I think I'll just work through them as I grab them. But I think I'll save my favourite till last because out of these I do have a favourite. So we're gonna save him for last. I think we'll do this guy next because I don't know if he really counts, but I'm counting him. Got him from one of those sets that you can buy, you know, those paint your own sets. I've probably had him since I was a kid because I'm fairly sure I did him when I was like 6 or 7. But I found him in a box when I was sorting out when I was moving rooms. And I was like, you're going on the Winnie the Pooh shelf. You're not staying in a box anymore. So it's just Tigger rested up against a sign that says My Garden, with some flowers and some greenery. I think as I said, I must have been like 7 or 8 or 6 or something. Around that age when I painted him. I don't think it's too bad paintwork for a child. I'd probably do that kind of painting now, to be honest. Next, I think we'll do this little teeny tiny one. I got this from a charity shop, and basically my local charity shop, the main bit as you go into the shop is like all clothing, and then it has a few steps that goes down into like the houseware and like children's bit sections. On like the banister of the steps going down, they have these little baskets full of like knickknacks and tiny little ornaments and seashells and things like that. And I was like having a little rummage through there because you never know what you're going to find. And I found this. Winnie the Pooh sat on a log eating some honey, and then like it's got a butterfly and flowers. It's always worth a rummage in those little boxes. And it is officially a Winnie the Pooh product with the thing on the bottom. And I'm pretty sure it was only like £1 or something like that. Bargain. And I had to have a rummage for it, so it's like, it's always worth. I always love going in charity shops and having rummages, because that's quite often how I find a lot of my Disney stuff, by rummaging. Speaking of charity shop finds, I actually can't remember if this was a charity shop or a boot sale. It was one of them. But it is this Winnie the Pooh. It is a money bank. It's got the little honey pot there. Although I don't actually use it as a money bank, I just use it for display purposes. And it's Pooh and Piglet on like some sort of wooden cart thing with their big honey pot. It's got some coins down there and some extra honey, some flowers around the other side. And as I think I've already shown this to you guys in the video ages ago, but in case you haven't already familiar with this item, Piglet is missing an ear. But for some reason, on a lot of my majority of my secondhand things that I get from boot sales and charity shops are usually in decent condition. But there's a few times when there is like scrapes or ears missing or whatever. For some reason, it always seems to be lucky enough to be on the back of the figure. Like this Winnie the Pooh here, he has a like little black mark on his bum So like when it's sat like that, you can't tell. I have another thing over here where it's missing an ear because I got it from a boot sale. You can't tell because it's on its back. With this Piglet, if I'm holding it up like this to you, if I hadn't already told you that, you wouldn't be looking for a missing ear because it's the ear on the back of the item, so you can't tell the difference. So yes, it's a shame, but when it's sat on my shelf, you never know. Anyway, on to my favourite of, I think it might be safe to say out of all my figures, because I just said it was my favourite out of the ones remaining, but I think it would be safe enough to stretch to it's my favourite out of this whole collection. That is my only, out of my entire Disney collection, not just my Winnie the Pooh collection, my entire Disney collection, this is my only Disney tradition. I've loved them for so long, there's still so many I love, but it's just the price tag really that stops me. This one was in the sale, there was quite a few in the sale when I went and got this a couple of years ago, but I absolutely fell in love with this one and I was like, treat yourself, Tori. You wanted them, you loved them for ages, it's in the sale, go for it. And it is Pooh and Piglet in an umbrella, obviously going down the stream, and it's got a fish there, it's got a water lily. It's so beautiful. I love how Disney traditions are. So like look at Pooh's t-shirt and like his belly with the patterns, and same with Piglet down here. I like all the designs on the umbrella. There's just so much to look at. They're so pretty. I love this so much. I can't wait in the future to add more of these to my collection when the time is right, because as I said, they are quite an expensive thing, and also they do take up quite a bit of space. And it's quite... so yeah, when I have more space, I'd love to add more of these to my collection. But the fact that I have this one, and because it's the only one I have and it is my favourite, it does mean it has an extra special touch. So yeah. And that draws the end to this collection video. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this little part of my Winnie the Pooh collection. Quite a few bits here. Some parts of this series have been smaller, some bits have been bigger, particularly the plushies element. But I think this has been quite a fair size. What was your favourite figure / ornament that I shoot in this video? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'm not sure how many more parts of my Winnie the Pooh series I've got. I have got scheduled in some special episodes such as Halloween and Christmas to come for my Winnie the Pooh collection, so stay tuned for those. But I think after a while I might have to go back and do updated episodes, because since that plushie video, I have obviously gained quite a few more Winnie the Pooh plushies since I filmed that. So we might have to go back and update some videos eventually, but I have still got some more parts of my collection that you haven't seen still to come, so make sure you don't miss that by subscribing down below, and while you're down there don't forget to ding the notification bell, you might as well, you're down there, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!